Hello, my name is Edward Hildreth, and this is the Moth's documentary, originally filmed in December of 2015. Okay, the story begins with me leaving home, saying goodbye to my mom, and heading out with my dad on a little trip to head to where I go to college, pretty much. And then there was a little bit of a wait, but not that long of a wait, until a car pulled up and we headed up into the woods to shoot the first scene of the film. And as you can see here, it's a nice view of the woods. Very nice. And we hooked up the tent and found an interesting space that had a nice bench. And you can see here that the actors were being prepped and that the prop was set here. Yep. Everybody was just getting ready. Then we headed to Cooperstown, which took roughly, 4 to 6 hours, approximately. Right here you can see a nice view of the barn that we were using to really just set everything up as far as props and everything goes. And there's a nice view of the night where that's when we really started shooting on the first day, was when it was around nighttime, because there really wasn't a lot of day scenes that we could do once we got there on the first day. And we were doing costume tests to establish the characters, what they look like, seeing which outfit fits them best. And it was such a cold night that we had creative ways of staying warm. That summed up the first day of shooting, pretty much. I remember that I ended up staying in a Holiday Inn with my dad, as it was really too late to head back home, especially with how many hours it takes to get back. And that brings us to day 2, when we left the Holiday Inn to explore Cooperstown. And there were so many baseball themed places, and unfortunately all those places were closed due to it being close to Christmas. For some reason, it was all closed. Here is an interior view of the barn on the second day of filming, and this was shot by me using a GoPro, and it's such a nice view right here. You can see both lights, and also I used the GoPro for the interior car scene, which was very nice looking, in my opinion, but it didn't cover what it needed to cover as far as seeing everybody in the back, because we needed that kind of view, and I thought the GoPro would give it, and that's why I added it, but it didn't do the job for. And here's a board game called Zombies that we played a little bit. Also, here is a shot of a scene, and it's a blooper because somebody goofed up on the lines, whatever. As you can see, here's the camera people and everything. In this shot, we were having trouble with getting the car to notice us as we're giving a signal to, hey, go ahead, pull in. And then once they finally got the message after a few minutes, they pulled in, and that was one of the shots in the beginning of the film. Right here. And we took several shots of them pulling in to kind of cut together. Right here you can see the car stop and the people come out for the scene, and We had one full long shot of the actors walking to the barn. One long take. Right here you can see the boom mic come into play as we're trying to get the audio of what they're saying as they're moving along. And as you can see, it's just one extended shot, and the camera follows them the full way as they go into the barn, essentially. And that was a wrap on that scene. You can see the people coming out. Right here you can see a little bit of an argument that we had over how we wanted the scene to be and how we're going to set things up. But eventually we worked it out, and it was on to getting another scene covered, which we had a camera person sit in the car, getting a shot with her camera, trying to get everybody, which worked very well compared to my GoPro, as you can see here. And we told the car to drive a little ways down the road and drive back, so the girl can get the shot, the camera person. And as everybody headed in, I used my GoPro to get an exterior shot of the barn and also the sky, which you can see right here. And this was used in the film for maybe 5 seconds, essentially, and that was nice. It's a very nice shot, I can say. And right here is a very fun shot where we had a member of our crew on top of a vehicle as she would wave around like a little how do I describe it? Maybe tissue paper on like a string, because that would represent like a moth flying by, and it's meant to be very scary, essentially. As you can see here, it was so much fun doing it, and she had to go at a very fast pace, so she had to go whoosh. It's a silly sound effect, I know, but she had to go quick in order for it to work. And eventually we did get the shot, but it was a process, as you can see right here. She's given lots of direction by several people helping her out, I guess. It's very interesting, to say the least. And the camera was inside the vehicle as she was doing that. And right here you can see like a fan kind of like using cotton balls so that moths are flying in the vehicle for a shot in the film. And the fan didn't work too well at all. This is very disappointing. And right here you can see people having cotton balls in their hands because they're just pretty much giving up on the fan because the fan wasn't doing the job. So we just started throwing it in the vehicle and hoping for the best, essentially. And by throwing them in the vehicle, it ended up working very well. So you can see right here, because you can make it seem like they're flying right in the vehicle all at once. Worked out very well, very, very well. And right here is towards the end of the second day, where we pretty much had we had time to shoot like a scene where the characters were looking up over the raft, looking through like a little area, and like a moth was supposed to hit one of them. You know, I ran the machine, so I just turned it on when one of them said, "Okay, go ahead," and then it'd just fly up. And apparently, I got it. I got him, and I want to thank you guys for watching. And check the link below, which is the Moth's film itself, because it turned out very well. and I want to thank all the cast and crew, but I don't want to name specific names because I don't know if that'd be okay too. So, thank you guys. Thank you for watching.